Band directors, let's talk about what may be the single most important exercise for your brass players to practice. My name is Peter Thompson, and thanks for joining me at the Amplified Warmups YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the what, why, how, and when of brass lip slurs. First of all, what are they? Brass lip slurs are exercises that slur between notes of the same fingering or slide position like this. Why are they so valuable? Because they simultaneously develop tone, strength, control, flexibility, endurance, and range, which are all very important to us as brass players. When I was in school, I really struggled to play lip slurs until one summer I really dug in and practiced them a lot, and it really made my trumpet playing so much stronger. At the same time that brass lip slurs build strength, they also develop coordination of the muscles involved. I like to make the comparison that they're like weightlifting, and anyone who's ever started a weightlifting program knows that you can make a lot of progress early on. And that's not necessarily because you're adding a lot of strength, but because your body is learning to do the movements more efficiently and coordinate the muscles. That's what's happening with brass lip slurs too, as the embouchure muscles and the airflow combine to do more on the instrument. Let's talk about how we want our students to play lip slurs. First of all, keep in mind that they are still a strength building exercise. So just like weightlifting, you want to warm up with easier exercises first, and then you can ease into the more challenging lip slurs. Second, lip slurs should be performed with as little movement as possible. If you leave students on their own, they're probably going to develop some sort of extra movements like this. So what I found is that if I can model and play along with students, they're going to avoid adding excess movements when they do lip slurs. Third, tongue level is a big part of playing brass lip slurs properly, and I've started introducing this concept to even young students. What you can have them do is whistle up and down, or even just blow a little bit of air out and change the pitch. And as they do that, they can feel how their tongue is going up and down. Encourage them to do the same when they play lip slurs. And this will coordinate and guide the airflow and help to make brass playing easier. Fourth and finally, students struggling to reach higher notes by slurring will often result to tonguing the notes instead. And this makes it a little bit easier to hit those high notes, but it defeats the purpose of the exercise. So like anything, it's better to do less with the right form than to get artificially good results by doing it wrong. So no tonguing allowed. All that being said, while there is a right way to play lip slurs, I think there's practically no harm in students playing them less than perfect. So don't hesitate to incorporate lip slurs into your band's everyday routine. As for when to do lip slurs, I say two things, early and often. I think beginner brass students should be encouraged to play lip slurs as soon as possible, as soon as their range is a fifth or more. And it doesn't have to be an open fingering or first position. It can be something lower, which will help them to get the notes out easier, like. Then I believe brass students should practice lip slurs every day. With all of my students, I give them a practice routine that goes along with whatever their lesson assignment is. And for brass players, that means lip slurs. And I think you should include a range of lip slurs, ones that they can do smoothly and easily, and also ones that are going to challenge and stretch them. Give them exercises that they can't play all the way to the top notes, and then encourage them that with every practice, it's going to get easier and easier. In addition to individual practice, I always include lip slurs near the beginning of every band rehearsal, so brass students are getting an extra dose of those exercises. This can be a productive time for woodwind and percussion students as well. They can learn the same arpeggios as the brass, or they can practice more instrument-specific techniques, like mallets can play chords, flutes can play harmonics, saxes and clarinets can practice changing registers, so it's a productive time for everybody. These techniques are absolute staples of the warm-ups that I use, which are called amplified warm-ups. The 9 warm-up sequences, which are made for year 1 of band through year 4, progressively lead all students through the techniques that will help them succeed, get rehearsals off to a productive start every time, and free you up as the band director to take care of all the little things that always come up at the beginning of rehearsal. To learn more or even download a fully functional and free sample warm-up, go to amplifiedwarmups.com/sample. In the meantime, encourage your brass players to really dig into those lip slur exercises and enjoy the results. Thanks for watching.